gave her the ring. I put the ring in her finger, and then she took it off. So she took it off this way, and she gave me back the ring and said to me, "That's not how you're made to do it." Oh yes, that's what you did.
Oh, okay.
So that's not how you're made to do it. Hey everyone, welcome back to Travel with the Bomides. And if you're new here, I am Felix.
And I'm Olanike.
And it's so good to have you join us. We are always grateful to our audience for listening to our videos. And if you've enjoyed our videos so far, please don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we drop new videos. Also, share our videos with your loved ones and encourage them to subscribe as well so they can know when we drop new videos. We started a video series, which is our love journey, few weeks ago. And we've talked about the part one, which is basically about how we met, our beginning. Our storyline was basically talking about what made us decide that we were going to be together. Then we moved on to part two, where we also talked about furthering our love journey so far, what we've learned along the line.
Challenges and obstacles.
Exactly, the challenges and the obstacles as to our relationship.
So today we'll be talking about the part three, which is the big decision, basically. The proposal saying yes to forever.
Exactly.
So Felix, in your own opinion, was there a moment or do you think it was a gradual realization of it?
Well, I'd say it's a gradual thing because there wasn't like a specific moment for me that made me decide that I was gonna spend the rest of my life with you. It was a gradual thing. And I say the first bit was basically starting from our friendship. Okay. Because in part one, we did talk about how we met and how our relationship really got stronger. I think we met around Feb 2016. And between Feb and March, I think you got to know a whole lot of stuff about me.
Basically almost everything you would expect throughout like a 1 year, 2 year relationship. We talked about it in weeks. We're constantly talking and it was very persistent with it. So we had a lot of conversation around, which is important when you're starting off with a new relationship. It was really helpful. Yes.
So in terms of what made that decision, friendship, first of all, was really key to me. It was really important because we got talking and, we got to know each other much better until we started dating in April 2016.
Yes.
And so that was the first thing to say, because the friendship was really unique. Communication was clear. We talked about everything. So if you're in a relationship, whatever kind of relationship, romantic, love, friendship, whatever, work relationship, I think communication is really key. Talk about everything. Talk about your boundaries. For us, we talked about everything from our family life, the number of kids we want to have, areas we're going to stay, isn't it?
Career-wise and everything. So was that like moment? That's like gradual realization.
Yes.
Or was there a moment?
There was. And I'll stick to one part of that journey so far. That was when I got moved from my previous. So I was working as a staff nurse. So both of us are nurses. I was in a particular area which is miles away from where you stayed in Lagos. Lagos is based in the southwestern part of Nigeria. And I had a short notice to move from there to another place.
Hours,
I think it was 48 or 72 hours. I got the notice on a Friday and I was to resume in this new place on Monday. And I was really rattled because, I really felt, how am I going to survive it? And you really came through for me. You were like, oh, things were going to be fine. Accommodation wise, you provided that support. So that moment for me just cemented things to say, you were there, you were there for me, you stood by me and stuff.
Yeah, well, for me, that's good to know. For me, I would say it was like a gradual realization. Because obviously, like you said, we started up with like friendship and all of that, and it progressed. And I can remember like months after, we're already talking about settling down, what we wanted, and you were like pushing me to like do something. At that point, there was an opportunity for me to work while in school, and you were kind of pushing me to say, okay, go for it. I was like, I'm gonna like juggle working and going to school. And you're like, okay, let's make a plan, do it like this. And at that point, I was like, okay, that worked. This is a person that is kind of finding gaps in between like my ideas and thoughts. So that was part of the moment I can remember that was kind of cementing our relationship and my decision to say, this is someone I would love to spend, I'm seeing my future with, basically.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a moment. But like you said, it was a gradual realization. We had moments, we had times that I was like, okay, I see myself with this person. Yes. So yeah, that's it for me. The proposal story is a funny one that I would love you guys to hear from Felix first, and I'm gonna put in like few bits and bobs. So go on, Felix.
Well, the proposal story, where am I gonna start from? As you know, I've always been intentional and I'm very spontaneous in my approach. I struggle to have to overthink things. I don't really know how to do that.
Yeah.
I don't
overthink things.
Yeah,
sometimes.
so yeah, my wife oftentimes overthink things. I don't overthink things. I just go for it. Once it's in my head and I think it's a good idea, I just go for it. So in terms of that, I knew I was going to propose to her sometimes in 2018, but I didn't actually have a date, a moment, a scenery, something like that. I didn't have any of that planned in my head. And probably because I didn't grow up in an environment where, you know, my background, we were very close-knitted nuclear family. We didn't really have exposure to
romantic dates, planning proposals, showing your loved ones, you love them, showing them, not that loving them.
Well, yeah, in terms of showing, well, probably. So in terms of the scenario as to how the proposal was going to look like, I didn't have anything planned in my head. But what I knew was, because we've talked about the kind of ring you wanted, because we talked about it when we went to Ikeja City Mall. So Ikeja City Mall is located in Ikeja, which is the capital of Lagos State in Nigeria. Like I said, it's located in the southwestern part of Nigeria. And if you really want to take an holiday trip to Nigeria, Lagos is it's actually the most populous state in Nigeria where you can visit and have a nice time. And
there's so many things out there you could do in Lagos.
Yeah.
It's really a city you would love to like.
Exactly. And generally, you know, there are lovely states in Nigeria where if you really want to go on holiday, just put that in our comment section in the video.
We'll give you some tips.
Yeah, we'll give you some tips
on how to navigate that.
Exactly. And if you like our video, please don't forget to subscribe, you know, and also hit the notification bell. Now, about the proposal, I got the ring from Ikeja City Mall. And because it was something you wanted, you had already showed me pictures before when we had, you know, a date, and I got the ring. But myself, my normal self as well, I struggle to keep secret from her. I don't know how to.
It does. It can't.
You know, that's you know, in terms of well, not work secret, that makes sense, but general stuff
like I want to surprise my wife. I want to buy something for her. I don't want her to know. I'm gonna know about it.
She would definitely know about it.
Everyone has got secret, not in that deep sense. In the sense that, oh, I want to get her something. What should I get her? Or I get it, I keep it. No, I'm gonna find out that you've gotten it.
So because I had the ring, I'd bought the ring, and I was thinking to myself, there's no point keeping this ring for so long because she was going to find out eventually. I knew I was going to say it because that's me. I was going to say it as part of a conversation to say, you know what, I've actually got this ring somewhere. Can you just pick it up and just start wearing it? You know, so we had dinner just one evening, one of those days.
Dinner in our house, not like outside dinner.
So yes.
Please follow up with that. Follow our conversation. It was in the house. We're just I cooked actually. I cooked and we just ate randomly. Like it wasn't special. It was an intimate thing, but it wasn't like a special dinner.
It was just like the normal, you know, we just cook the way we normally eat at home. So after eating, we're just having a chat or something like that. And all of a sudden, I just remembered, oh, I've got this ring for her. Why not just give it to her now? And that's actually how my brain works. And I just grabbed the ring for where I'd kept it. And I brought it for her. And I said to her, will you marry me?
Marry me.
And she looked at me as if I was talking to an alien. Like she had just seen an alien or a ghost.
It's a normal reaction.
And but that was weird.
Well, the proposal thing was weird because I didn't even know that it was a proposal.
Hey.
It was just like,
well, that was a proposal. I was giving you a ring. That was a proposal.
A random, spontaneous conversation. Just saying, we're just gisting, talking. And I was like, bringing out the ring. Will you marry? And I'm like,
yeah.
Who does that?
That one we are not going to tolerate at all.
Yeah. Well.
By the way, who does that?
Well, I do that.
Yeah, you do. Now I see you do.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
So, like my young self, my early 20s or mid 20s, looking like, what is it? But now, upon reflection, it wasn't like it was something big of an issue. That is me in my 30s, but in my 20s, it was a bit of an issue.
Yeah, but if you look at it. You weren't the flamboyant type.
Yeah,
well.
I'm not a flamboyant type. But
you
I
wanted
like,
something simple.
Yeah, I wanted something simple. I was like, you could have put in like effort, maybe.
Well, I did actually put effort.
The only effort was getting the ring.
Anyways, I gave her the ring. I put the ring in her finger, and then she took it off. So she took it off this way, and she gave me back the ring and said to me, "That's not how you're made to do it." Oh yes, that's what you did.
Okay.
So that's not how you're made to do it. That you need to do it well. I said, what do you mean by I need to do it well? So she said, I need to kneel down. So, but then the good thing is, I was kneeling down in the home. It wasn't like I was kneeling down in a public setting.
Oh, God.
I'll probably not be able to do that because I wasn't used to that anyways. So I did that. Then gave her the ring eventually. She was blushing like a new child.
Not really. I was too shocked. Looking back, I think I was too shocked, saying, "Okay, what's going on?" But to be honest, I did say yes because even like weeks before, I would say months before that time, I already like decided in my mind things leading up to that period that this is the person I see myself spending the rest of my life with. So it wasn't like I was shocked or because of the sin, my answer could have gone the other way. But I just felt like, well, it's not, I already saw myself with this person. So the decision has been made. I've had that resolution in me that, okay, I was going to be with this person. And then there was like not like I feared saying no or something like that. And I don't know, maybe it kind of looked into that and was like, oh, this girl was gonna say yes, or it wasn't sure. Maybe that's why I didn't do it like a public.
No, I don't think it's about that. So honestly, it's not about whether I'm being sure or not. It's about it doesn't come natural to me.
I know. And now I'm trying to kind of rub off on him a little bit. It's getting better, but
I am actually getting better. So don't look at the video and think, oh my God, this guy is zero romantic. No, I'm actually getting better. And I know there are folks out there like me. The good thing though is we do have very distinct love language. So our love language is very different. Anyways, I gave you the ring. I did it the second time after you had said that you nailed out, and then I gave you liked it. We had a kiss and
I actually love the ring.
You do actually?
Over 10, I would say the ring is a solid 8 or 9.
That should
10.
be a 9. Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
I
bought you the exact ring you
I don't
wanted.
mind the 9, but the effort, the scenery is a negative. So that's like...
Why would you say it's a negative?
Like
so
mine was negative
what
1
do you mean?
or 2. Because it was nothing, really. It was just as in a conversation, no effort whatsoever.
What do you mean there was no effort? There was an effort.
It was in the evening, right?
Yeah.
So in the evening, I think at night, I took a picture, sent it to my friend and my parents.
You didn't just take picture, you took pictures.
Yeah, that's normal. So I can remember my friend was like, oh, I'm happy for you. That kind of no more thing. My parents were like, before that, you've actually met my parents like 1 or twice.
Yes,
right?
yes.
I think it was 1 or twice.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So my parents because we're staying in different geographical locations, so we've not seen each other that quite often for me to have like talked about, okay, this is the person I want to marry. Yeah. They just think that we're seeing each other, right? So my parents were kind of surprised. They were like, oh, really? You're engaged? But afterwards, they were like, okay, I'm so happy for you. That's good that they didn't know that we had that thing going on. They just think that I was dating this person and seeing this person. Yeah. But now they're really happy for us. Yeah. And it was really such a good thing looking back, to be honest. So I think that a few days after that was when, few weeks, that was when I needed to relocate to the UAE. Yes. And then I wasn't like, it wasn't about because I was traveling, because obviously we're gonna go together, but something got delayed, so it you joined me like 3 months afterwards. 3 months after. We're gonna do like a video about our UAE journey also.
Yeah, we'll talk about that at some point.
It's a very interesting and very important part of our life.
It is.
That we need to share with you guys.
It is.
So that was what happened really. So it was just mixed feelings, really.
Yeah,
but mixed feelings.
Yeah, but then what you probably didn't mention was the day after. So then she was my fiance. Am I right to say that? Is that the right word? Yeah. So I saw her. She was about going to work. We were on the first floor. She came down. I peeked through the window, saw this lady taking lots of pictures. Really blushing. Well,
but then
well, hold on a minute and hold that thought for a minute. You took, oh goodness me. So you were there admiring the ring, blushing, and I was wondering, this is the same person that gave me this look a night before.
Well, I did say, and you do know this, I love the ring. 100%.
Of course you love it.
I love the ring. The ring is not the issue. You were spot on with the ring.
Say it again. Spot on.
Spot on with the ring. But the other part of it were nothing to talk about.
Come on.
But the ring was really good. I love it. I still do love it, actually.
Yeah.
And it was like really a great thing I've been carrying. People I've got a lot of compliments from the ring. So the ring is good. It's just the other bits and bobs of it. Right.
Well, I would take the ring any day, any time. Anyway, so
what advice would you say, like people that are out there trying to take their relationship to the next level, what advice, short advice would you say, okay, this is what where people are at the verge of making that decision to say, okay, yes, to their partners forever, and they're having like fears and doubt or emotions, mixed feelings.
Okay. Well, what I would say, led from us, is the first thing that worked for me, for both of us, is that we both knew we were going to be together because of one thing. We had our goals set. Our goals was clear in our head.
Yeah.
And I had, then she was my girlfriend before fiance, we were clear as to what our destination was about.
And then I feel like at that point when we're communicating, we knew that our values align. We talked about everything. Even we had like plan A to Z, that if this doesn't work out, what is the backup plan? So in a way, we basically talked about, we're both seeing ourselves together. Because I know in some relationship, you feel like you're the only one moving forward. The other person is not seeing a future with you. So it can be a very tricky thing.
It can be a very tricky thing. And hence why I think my advice would just be, before you commit into any relationship, especially romantic or love relationship, you've got to really have a clear picture of what you and your partner are heading to.
Yes. What is expected of the
what the expectations
what it's going to lead to.
Yes. So there's no point.
Everyone is on the same page.
Exactly.
Sorry for cutting you.
No, that's fine. There's no point going into a relationship that you're not sure if it's going to be successful. And it's just like any relationship, friendship or whatever. You've got to sort of have a clear picture of where you are heading to. And that was what worked for us at the beginning, because we talk, even though we're very unique in our personality, my wife is, the quiet, shy type. Probably outspoken. I'm collective type. I love to meet people, but my wife is quite the opposite. But we talked about what our goals are. Where we see ourselves in the next. So as at 2016, we talked about where we're going to see ourselves in 2025. So where we are now are things we've talked about several years ago. What I was going to be doing, what she was going to be doing, the number of kids we're going to have, where we're going to live. All of those things were clear, and we had agreed on that together. So because we had agreed on that at the early stage of our relationship, we just knew that, we were going to be together. Hence why my simple advice would just be, before you commit into any relationship, be clear with your partner that you are heading in the same direction. And if you're not heading in the same direction, talk about it. It's really, really good to be clear about the direction of travels, and you're not comparing or contrasting. You're just sure this is our destination. This is where we're going to be. And both of you agree on it, because one will kill 1,000, or one will chase 1,000, two will chase 10,000. So that's what I would say. With two, you're more powerful and stuff like that. And I would say just be clear on where you're heading to.
Yes, that's right. So thank you for following up onto this point.
Thank you
for staying tuned. So if you love our videos, please subscribe, share with your loved ones, like our videos, and turn on the notification bell. So if you're out there, if you've been proposed to, if you're watching our videos, we'd love to hear about your proposal stories.
Yeah, we would really love to hear about it.
If you've just recently been proposed to, or you proposed to someone, or if you're married also, you can just think back about your proposal and just share those moments with us. We really love to hear about it.
We really love to.
And if you're like a single person that you're dating and there's something that you love your partner to know about being proposed to, or you just want your partner to know, you can share with us. We can hint your partner. Just share this video with them so they can get, because sometimes it's not often like people want to be proposed in this particular way, but there are some things that could be unique and can really drive the relationship, and looking back you'll be like, okay, that was
you wish
good.
You could have it.
That was good. So
absolutely.
Share with us. We can hint your partner. It's something we can do.
Absolutely. And thank you so much once again for staying tuned to our channel, and thank you for watching our videos. We love you, and always remember that tough time never lasts, but tough people do. So whatever challenges you're going through, always remember that you will come out at the top, and we love you. Our part 1, that's going to be the last part of our video, is going to be hot. Because we'll be talking about different things we have not talked about in part 1, 2, and 3. Basically about where we are right now, and what we've learned from the spirit of resilience, and what we have learned, how we've managed to get here. We'll be talking about that in the last part of our video. So please stay tuned to that. Another video series to look out for is the Labor Room Diaries.
So talking about Felix is going to be talking about his perspective as father, as the first-time father, the labor room experience for him, which I would also be learning with you guys. Obviously, I kind of have a memory of it, but not vivid memory of what happened during that time. So I'm also looking forward, like you guys, to this labor room.
Labor Room Diaries.
Of Felix.
So
I'm gonna be chipping in some bit and bob that I remember from that experience, and hopefully we get comfortable together.
Exactly. So till we see you again, bye.